Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Alright, Aquarius. Let's see what you have going on this week. I feel like you're being guided to acknowledge your own personal masculine energy a little bit more this week. Your masculine energy is like your energy. It's what motivates you. It's how you pursue your goals, how you pursue your purpose, the boundaries that you're setting, your more practical side. Focus more on what actions you can take right now to get you closer to whatever your goals are. And even if it's, even if it's a very small action, even if you can only do something little, just getting that physical activity involved, getting that masculine energy involved is going to help get things moving for you. Whether you resonate as feminine or masculine, we all have both within us. And just focus more on that masculine side more. Something I've learned, you can learn a lot about where your own masculine energy is sitting by how masculine energies in general respond and react to you. If you find that you connect to a lot of people that don't really have a lot of strong masculine energy, that don't, commit to things, that don't acknowledge boundaries, that don't seem to have goals or a sense of purpose, that's a message to you to kind of look within your own masculine energy and see if there's anything lacking within that. And the same goes for your feminine energy also. You can tell a lot by how people are reacting to you. Yeah, you're definitely being guided to not necessarily get out of your head or get out of that feminine energy, but step more into the masculine space, because I feel like there's something that you're wanting to bring healing to. It might be that you're finding that you're having difficulty in your love life, in your relationships. It could be with just manifesting abundance overall. You could be struggling with money. Even your health. Very heart chakra energy. I feel like it's possible that you're wanting to kind of bring healing to that in some way, or wanting to be in a better space. But I almost feel like you're sitting too much in your feminine energy right now. Like you're taking a back seat, you're paying attention, you're looking at things intuitively, but there's not a lot of like, you're not as directly involved in the situation. And so with that, I feel like you might be creating a lot of assumptions in your head of why things aren't working the way that you would like them to. And it's like the more you're getting in your head, the more you're trying to figure it out mentally. The more you're kind of blocking yourself off. Like you're creating a lot of stories or creating a lot of assumptions, and I feel like it might not necessarily be what the truth is. It's like don't move right now based on assumptions. Just focus on taking action towards the goals that you're trying to manifest. It's like getting the energy moving in a practical sense is what's going to kind of help get you out of that more, get you in a better frame of mind with it, I feel like. All right, let's see what else is wanting to come up for you. Yeah, I feel like there's just a need to kind of, there's a need to shift your focus. There's a need to approach this situation in a different way, because I feel like it's almost like you're clinging to an idea or you're clinging to a perception that's kind of like leading you in a more lost directions. Like you're clinging to a perception that you're not at all in control of what's going on, that you have no say so. You also might be clinging to, it's like you're attaching yourself to the need to see something in a certain way, or you're attaching yourself to what you think something looks like, or what you think somebody wants, or what you, it's like you're attaching yourself to this idea of what you think is going on, and it's kind of leaving you more lost than what is necessary. And you need to focus more on your passions, on your desires, on how you pursue those things, on how open you are to that. It could also be that you're looking for some kind of validation or some sort of physical sign or some kind of green light to go ahead and do something or go ahead and take action, and it's like that's steering you in the wrong direction. Because it needs to come more from inspiration, from desire, than logic or emotion right now. If we're being honest, I kind of feel like your emotional world may be steering you in the wrong direction. And you need to focus more on what you're feeling a desire for. Even like if you're feeling like a lot of frustration or you're feeling a lot of anger, that's important. Like you need to kind of dig a little bit deeper into where that because that's going to guide you more on your masculine energy and what action needs to be taken. Because I definitely feel that there is a need for you to be in a more action-oriented place, but I feel that you may feel that there's not a lot of action that you can do, or you're not sure what action to be taking. I also feel like in the past you've had maybe a codependent relationship, or you've dealt with codependent relationships in the past, and the validation that you're looking for in your relationships now because of that are based more on codependent relationships. Like, for example, you know, people always pay attention to how often when they start dating somebody, they're always paying attention to how often that person is, you know, initiating contact, how often that person is wanting to spend time with them. And we tend to look more for somebody who's trying to spend every second, or give us like all of this time and all of this attention. But somebody that's giving you an insane amount of attention and making you the center of their world is more in alignment with a codependent relationship and a toxic relationship than a healthy relationship. And so it could be that the signs that you're kind of looking for in your relationships currently to give you kind of comfort that this relationship is a good relationship or a healthy relationship, it could be that you're looking for the wrong signs. You could be looking for codependent energy, you know, codependent behaviors, and not realizing it. I want to say this too. If you've been in a very toxic codependent relationship in the recent past that you've gotten out of in the past couple years, make sure that stepping into any new relationship that you're feeling good about being able to express not only your feelings but your desires. Like, don't let yourself get back into the same routine of toxic past relationships. Alright, let's just go a little bit further into this message. See what else is coming up for you for the week. Yeah, it's like you are in the energy of having the option or having the choice or having the opportunity to move forward in your love life, to move towards a very significant relationship, but you don't seem to feel or perceive that you have any choice in the matter. or you don't seem to feel that you feel very limited in what you can do or what you can say. Because you've been very, yeah, you've been very defeated in the past. You've been in some kind of you've been in some kind of situation in the past where you feel very jaded by, not only by love, but just by the opportunity to have something positive moving forward. I kind of feel like it's possible that you've dealt with kind of negativity in love or negative relationships more often than not. And so I feel like with that, it's like there's such an energy of defeat or loss, or more of a perception like love is just a game, and it's making it difficult for you to see that there is some sort of opportunity in front of you. You have a choice. You have the option to move forward in your love life. And I feel like this is something that came out in the Taurus and the Gemini reading, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have either of those in your chart, or you're connected to somebody who's a Taurus or a Gemini, it's important to kind of look back at your past cycles in love, and try to see like what you gained from that or what you learned from that. Try to look at it in terms of, how can I understand this cycle better? Like, you don't have to take blame for it, right? You don't have to take ownership of every relationship that has gone wrong. But if you can find value in it, if you can see what it taught you, and make sure that you're bringing that knowledge, moving forward, you won't repeat the cycle again. Yeah, it's like whether you realize it or not, it's like there's a really good path in front of you. There's an opportunity to move towards a soulmate relationship, a twin flame relationship, to move down the path towards love. And I feel like whether you even see it or not, you are on that path, you are in that energy. But there's something that you're not acknowledging, that you're not seeing, or you're not trusting. Because there's cycles that have consistently repeated themselves. There's something that has continued to repeat itself. And so you're not even able to have like a clear vision of what this is. First and foremost, the you're not seeing the potential right now. There is some sort of relationship right in front of you, right within your energy, and you're not really seeing the potential of it right now. It could be that this person is not acknowledging you. You and this person are not speaking. It could be that this is somebody that is in your energetic field, but you're dealing with so much that you're not even seeing this person. But there's definitely huge potential here for a new beginning, in love, and a very significant path forward in your love life. Not just somebody you're going to date and it's going to fall apart. Like, this is a very significant shift. But there's something that you're consistently perceiving. There's something that you're consistently speaking to yourself that I feel is keeping you more stuck than what you realize. It could even be that, like, you're communicating based on fear, or your communication is more restricted, or when you're speaking what you want into the universe, like you're putting limitations on it. And it's almost like you might be mentally weighing the options in your head. Like, okay, if I go on this path, da 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 da. If I go on this path, da 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 da. If I do this, da 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 da. But it's just like the constant weighing back and forth, the constant indecision itself, the constant mental back and forth within your mind is keeping the energy externally, like, stuck, or where you're not necessarily seeing the opportunity as clearly as you need to see it. And the key to be able to see this for what it is by taking a moment to reflect back on the times that you felt betrayed, on the negative cycles that you feel like have repeated themselves in your love life, or even repeated themselves in terms of, your ability to manifest money in abundance. And don't look at those past cycles in an attempt to find fault or find the cause or put blame. Look at it in the sense of, okay, what did this teach me? What did this teach me about myself? What is this teaching me about what I value in relationships, about what I want moving forward? What did I accept coming into those past relationships that maybe I should not be accepting moving forward? That's going to be where you kind of find the key to opening up to that path moving forward. Because I feel like it's like this opportunity is in front of you, but you might not be trusting it. You might not be trusting the person. You might not be confronting the situation with the clarity that you need to be. And again, the key to it is by looking back at past betrayals and past cycles and looking at it in a different perspective. Just to see what you've learned, to see what value came out of that. All right. Have a good week. Bye-bye.